When Apple launched the iPhone in 2007, they knew that they had created something special. For the first time, a device was not just a small computer with a keyboard and screen, but a revolutionary combination of an iPod, internet communicator, and touch-based media device. Steve Jobs stood on stage and declared that Apple was reinventing the phone.
Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone.
And he was right. The iPhone went on to transform the technology industry, redefine communication, and cement Apple as one of the most influential companies in the world. Over the years, Apple refined its products and built a reputation for design, innovation, and brand loyalty that few competitors could match. Yet beneath all that praise and success lies a dangerous trend: ignorance. Once a company that thrived on bold innovation, risk-taking, and understanding the pulse of its users, has increasingly chosen to ignore critical issues. And this ignorance manifests in multiple forms, such as ignoring customer feedback, dismissing long-term innovation in favor of incremental updates, all of which threaten the very empire Apple has worked so hard to build. And now it's far worse than it has ever been, with the company losing over $1.1 trillion just in the past 2 years alone. Let's look back at the previous iPhones and see how Apple has changed its brand completely. The jump from the original iPhone to the iPhone 4 was massive in terms of design, capability, and function. The differences between the iPhone 12 and iPhone 17 are marginal, with slightly better cameras, marginally faster processors, and minor aesthetic tweaks, being marketed as groundbreaking. When in reality, consumers struggle to justify upgrading. Apple's belief that its brand loyalty is strong enough to carry it regardless of meaningful innovation reflects the same arrogance that caused companies like Nokia and BlackBerry to collapse. But Apple appears to ignore this history. This ignorance also shows in Apple's dismissal of customer concern, as seen in the controversial decision to remove the EarPods, which frustrated consumers and forced millions of users toward AirPods, which was a purchase people were not ready to make with Apple's insane price. The same arrogance appeared in the 2017 battery throttling scandal, where Apple secretly slowed down iPhones as batteries aged. These incidents demonstrate how Apple ignores the voices of the very people who made it successful. At the same time, Apple increasingly prioritizes profit over progress. Its restrictive repair policies make it nearly impossible for users or independent shops to fix devices without paying really high amounts of fees, which not only burdens consumers, also ignores global demands for sustainability. Nowadays, even their most expensive and luxurious models come with only a phone and cable, which is a shame considering how much the phone is to buy. Perhaps the most destructive form of Apple's ignorance is its illusion of invincibility. With record-breaking revenues and cultural dominance, Apple behaves as though it is untouchable. But history is filled with examples of companies that fell from grace because they ignored the signs of decline. The danger in Apple's current path is that it is repeating a cycle we have seen time and again in the tech industry, where market leaders believe that their dominance is permanent and therefore fail to anticipate shifts in consumer needs, technology, and culture. If you like what you see, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.